Dead or Alive is back. And it is glorious! Seriously, it's been too damn long since Dead or Alive was last in the limelight. So I mean, this has been a long time coming. Say it with me. We are back! I've been waiting for this since what? The onset of the pandemic, if I remember correctly. Feels like a whole new world since then. Won't name names, of course. Anyways, what do we got cooking? We got ourselves a Dead or Alive 6 last round, slated to arrive in this late June. For what we know so far, Dead or Alive 6 last round will include the main 5 DLC characters Neo Tengu, Phase 4, Tamaki, Momoji, and Rachel. However, you may notice that doesn't include Mai or Kula from the SNK series. What I suspect is that the licenses might be potentially expiring later this year. Consider picking up those 2 characters if you haven't already, just in case. Next up, 5 of the popular characters in Dead or Alive 6. By popular, this includes Kasumi, Ayane, Mary Rose, Honoka, and Nico. They all will receive 5 new costumes. A neat feature that's going to appear in Dead or Alive 6 last round is their photo mode. This will allow players to basically position the characters pretty freely and do like some pretty neat actions with them. So I mean, for a visual game like Dead or Alive, this feels like a no-brainer addition. As you could surmise, the big thing about the existence of a Dead or Alive 6 last round is simply having a Dead or Alive 6 that is optimized for the PlayStation 5. I can personally vouch that Dead or Alive 6 looks incredible on an Xbox Series X in 4K 60 frames per second. However, if you play on the PlayStation 5, you only get the backwards compatible PlayStation 4 version, which only goes up to 1080p 60. So I am really curious to see how this game looks and runs on the PlayStation 5. And naturally the game will get balanced updates, kind of like what happened with Virtua Fighter 5 Revo last year. Also, Dead or Alive 6 last round will feature a Core Fighters version just like the previous Dead or Alive 5 last round and Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. However, the free characters for this version will be Kasumi, like always, but she'll be joined with Mary Rose, Honoka, and Nico. Sorry, Bass and Diego enjoyers.
10-minute loading screen.
Grand finals, everyone. Here we go. Matt and winners, Takeshi and losers.
Got some whiffing stuff going on. Nice.
Nice duck,
Okay.
but got punished though.
Try to go
nice
for the ground
hold there.
throw. Didn't get it. Oh,
And here we go.
Okay, lift him up. He's not getting those ground throws. Not
No,
yet.
He's not.
Okay, he's in the bad spot right now.
How's he gonna do shoulder coming up? Oh,
Nice hold.
nice
Okay.
hold. That just came out of nowhere. Ooh,
Okay,
into
so this is anybody's game now at this point.
it's
not
not
gonna
death,
kill.
but. Oh,
Okay, got him with
nice
the scumbag
read.
low.
Yep.
That was fun. Oh, and now for the wishlist portion of the video. It should be noted that Dead or Alive 6 last round won't launch with crossplay. There isn't also any mention about whether it have rollback netcode. I'll just let you know right now that if you're not going to have rollback netcode, that can be a bit of a death sentence for a fighting game post 2025. But I really, really, really hope that they consider adding crossplay in, let's say, the first patch for this game. I know how much the Xbox enjoyers benefited greatly in games such as Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6, or Tekken 8 with that crossplay. Without it, I mean, it's a hard knock life. For me, I wouldn't mind if they tightened up the ground game a little more. I personally liked how it was back in Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate and last round. I thought that was a good balance. And meter-based moves could stand to be maybe a little nerfed. All in all, the best thing about Dead or Alive 6 last round's existence is simply Dead or Alive 6 getting updates again. And now onto Dead or Alive 7. Naturally, we don't really know much about it, and I will say right now, I have probably seen this clip probably about 69 times right now. This is the best 28 seconds that I've viewed in a long, long, long time. Or because I'm just a DOA fanboy. Hell, you can't even see Kasumi's face, and this is probably the most gorgeous she's ever looked like, ever. On a different note, I will point out that the vibe that I'm getting from Dead or Alive 7 just from that clip reminds me kind of just a general vibe from the recently released Ninja Gaiden 4 last year. I honestly wouldn't mind if Team Ninja went in a bit of a darker direction for Dead or Alive 7, because I think that the game was at the best story-wise during Dead or Alive 3. Like in that game, I particularly liked Ayane's storyline. That's honestly when I kind of fell in love with the character. Alright, let me feel your hype for Dead or Alive 6 last round and Dead or Alive 7 down below, or any lack of hype. Anyways, it's 4Stager sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.